Nvugu Nyosi, Black Revolutionary Now. Just wanted to bring you this video on some Trump supporters when they were asked this specific question: when was America great? And we all know 4 years ago, Trump's slogan running for president was MAGA, Make America Great Again. So you have these white folks in this video, and I'm about to show, all have different answers to when America was great again. Some say 4 years ago, some say in the 1800s, some say in the 1980s, and it's really, really interesting that these white people who are on code, specifically who is Republican, they all have a different answer. We all know what the answer is for us black people. America was never great. So looking through the lens of what we see from our history, knowing our history, these people just skip right over that and say that America was great in a specific time period when they feel when it was great. Check out this video and we will come back to discuss it.
Make America Great Again. What does that mean to you? What's the again?
To me, the again means that we have somewhere safe where we can have those freedoms that we are so lucky to enjoy. There are so many people throughout the world that do not have what we have, and it is a blessing. That's why we have people that want to be here, and we will fully encompass all of that greatness again.
When did we last have it, if it's again?
I feel like we did have that when President Trump was in office. I feel like we can work with what he built on in the first presidency and make it even better.
When he was running in 2016, it was before he'd even been president, but he was still saying make it great again. Again from when?
That is a good question. I would say if I could guess, it would be, and I think that they're very politically lined up, would be maybe with JFK. And when he was president, and what we embodied with some optimism and freedoms that we didn't have before, and trying to find that.
When was America last great?
4 years ago, or 3 years ago.
Well, he was saying it before he got there. He was saying make it great again. So he didn't think. What did that message mean to you then?
I felt President Reagan was an excellent president too.
And nobody between Reagan and Trump.
I am not a Democrat, so.
Well, you had George Bush there, and you had George Bush's son.
He was right, yeah, but I still liked President Reagan.
Make America Great Again. It's been his mantra since he's run in 2015. What does that mean? What is again? When was America great?
Well, that question right there says everything that I need to know about you, that you don't really think America was ever great at any time. I think America was great. The spirit, the whole purpose for America was about the American spirit, coming here and making something for yourself and having the opportunity to do that for yourself, to work hard. And that's what America is all about. So the people that hate America will always say, well, when was it ever great? It's just not a very good attitude to have, in my opinion.
And when was that lost in your estimation?
I think a lot of it was lost when the Federal Reserve took over the money system. We need to go back to a gold and silver-backed system where currency it counts.
What does Make America Great Again mean to you?
It means stopping the invasion of our nation by illegal immigration. It means rebuilding our economy that's been destroyed by the Biden administration. and it means making us secure in the world again through our strength in the world that keeps the whole world in check.
What does that mean to you, the again part of that? When was it great to you?
Supposed to have been great in the founding era. Then it got changed in the middle 1800s, and I won't go into all the details because that's too long of a story.
But that was slavery in the Civil War.
It's a little different than that because in the late 1800s, the manipulators bought out all the school publishers, and so they changed the narratives.
And so that's when America was great then around that time?
It's supposed to have been great up until, well, maybe up to the time of Andrew Jackson.
And when was it great in your lifetime?
Unfortunately, the cognitive dissonance is such that it actually never really was. I went through fear porn, Vietnam War, duck and cover drills for the, nuclear stuff, so I've never experienced it being really great.
Even when Trump was president?
Even when Trump was president, he was doing a lot to bring it back. I'm grateful when he got inflation down.
Yes. So, as you can see, these white folks is saying, yes, America was great in a particular time period when they think it was great. So you notice the discrepancy of these people who's on code as Trump supporters, but they can get a specific time during when America was created in 1776 to 2024. You see how they have different answers? Because they know deep down inside their white supremacist ideology wants them to think or feel America was great, but they are looking at it from a white history perspective. It's crazy. We know that America was never great, and once you have this mad, crazy government in place, the structure in place, the white supremacist system that's in place, America could never be great for people who look like us. So when they talk about America being great, they are talking about, hey, when we had these Negroes with chains on and Jim Crow and redlining and all these things, that's when it was great for them. You really check that out? That was great for them. But we know, we African black people who live in America or who live on this side of the world, we know America has never been great. When you look into the history of what these white folks have perpetrated on us, how you could actually say, America has been great. Yes, we have some Negroes out there. Yes, we have some loving white mommy and daddy Negroes out there who will spit white people talking points or regurgitate white people talking points and say, oh yes, America was great and they love America and America did so much for them. They don't speak for us. they speak for the establishment, and these are very dangerous people because these are people who have a platform by white establishment to go out and say the most ridiculous things. America was never great, and America will never be great until the structure of white supremacy is plummeted, until it destroyed from the inside out. A country that was built and started in slavery, in brutality. When this country was formed, you had people who was enslaved, who was in plantation. The first 14 presidents of United States of America had slaves. Let us think in. The first 14 presidents had slaves. So when these white folks talk about America have been great, we know vicariously they are speaking through their ancestors. We know they have that same mindset of their ancestors. So even though all these white folks have been gone and passed on, they pass on this ideology and this philosophy to their kids, and they pass it on to their kids and their kids and their grandkids. So we are still living in this era where you have white folks today feel at some particular moment in their imagination, America was great. Just want to bring you that video, and I hope you like it. Share, subscribe, and comment. And Vugu Nyosi, Black Revolutionary now.